This is the weather forecast video for Sunday, June 26th, 2011. Let's first take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You're going to see some complexes of thunderstorms over the middle part of the country, one over Illinois and Indiana, and another over the Dakotas. And a cold front moving off the eastern seaboard. Here's the watch morning map from after 1 o'clock in the morning. You can see some severe thunderstorm watches that were expiring south and east of the state, some flood issues over the Dakotas. Otherwise, it was fairly quiet at that hour. Here's the severe weather threat for today and tonight. A slight risk of severe weather extends from South Dakota and Wyoming southeastward into the middle Mississippi and Tennessee valleys. This would include places like Omaha, Kansas City, St. Louis, Memphis, and Nashville, and almost the entire state of Iowa except the far northeast. Here's the tornado outlook for today and tonight. The better chances are over southeastern and southern South Dakota and northern Nebraska into a small portion of west central Minnesota, with the better chances moving south and east. Here's the damaging wind outlook for today and tonight. The better chances extend from southeastern South Dakota through Nebraska and the western half of Iowa into northern Missouri. Here's the large hail threat for today and tonight. Better chances over South Dakota, Minnesota, the western half of Iowa, mainly west of I-35, and most of Nebraska into far northwest Missouri. Now we take a look at the severe weather threat for Monday. A slight risk extends from parts of lower Michigan through Illinois, Indiana, far eastern Iowa into Missouri, and another slight risk over Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle up into the front range of the Colorado Rockies. And the probability outlook shows that the better chances of severe weather on Monday will be east of the state over Indiana, Illinois, and into eastern Missouri. QPF chart. Precipitation through Thursday evening at 7 o'clock shows that the heaviest amounts of rain will be where the heaviest amounts of rain were this morning and last night over southern Iowa, upwards of 1 inch to 2 inches. So let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. today. You can see a west-east flow over the country with a bit of a ridge over the south-central part of the country. At the surface, a low pressure over western Kansas. Some precipitation to the south and east, and to the west, pretty much where you saw on satellite earlier, will be the same according to this model at 1 o'clock. Monday, front moving through. Showers and thunderstorms will be developing on the far eastern counties. Otherwise, it'll be dry by after sunset or by midnight. Tuesday looks clear, sunny, highs in the 80s. Humidity about the same, as we won't be seeing any quote drier weather next week. Wednesday, winds begin to shift back to the south. Temperatures will begin to warm back into the mid, maybe some upper 80s in the far west. Thursday, same story, maybe a degree or two higher, mid to upper 80s, maybe a 90 in the far west. Otherwise, it'll be seasonal temperatures. Friday shows a possibility of an isolated shower or storm with a bit of a frontal boundary nearby, but the low is way up into Manitoba province. Saturday, starting off the Independence Day weekend, looks to be fairly comfortable precipitation-wise, with little if any precipitation. And a week from today, Sunday the 3rd, you can see a heat ridge beginning to develop. It'll be centered around Oklahoma City. The main storm track will be on the U.S.-Canadian border, and with that, the threat of showers and thunderstorms goes away. Outside of the popcorn storms that will be over the south and over the east, will be high and dry, and highs likely around 90. We move ahead into Voodoo. Here's July the 8th. Heat ridge has shunted off to the west. We'll have a slight west or northwesterly flow aloft. With that, there could be some showers and storms close by. Otherwise, slightly cooler. Highs probably knocked back to seasonal averages, mainly in the 80s. And at the end of the forecast, July 11th, heat ridge begins to move back to the east with a big trough over the Pacific Northwest. And with that, there could be a threat of possibly some nocturnal showers and storms, which seems to be a normal occurrence during the summer months. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.